So how does the 85 cents get divided up? Where does the money go? Well, 62% of that is gonna go to the solar advisor. Everybody at Apricot starts out as a solar advisor. It doesn't matter if you owned your own company or if you were a regional or you have these accolades and even a documentation and a track record of success, you're gonna start as a solar advisor and you can move up the ranks as fast as you want. Everything we do at Apricot is based on points. We've gamified it. So a self-gen is 2 points and then a marketing sale is 1 point. So a self-gen could be a door knock, it could be a referral, it could be something you got on Facebook, but when you help somebody go solar and it comes from you, that's considered a self-gen and that's 2 points. When the company gives you a lead and you go and close it, that's 1 point. As solar advisors, we encourage everyone to go pro. That is just simply 12 points or 2 points a week for 4 weeks. And after that, we have M2B Club. It stands for March to a Billion. And that is the most prestigious club at Apricot. You get special VIP seating at our event. You get special M2B swag and extra coaching and mentoring from the leadership of the company. M2B is 4 points a week, 4 weeks in a row for a total of 16 points a month. We have guys that are consistently hitting M2B month after month after month. They are also the highest paid in the company. First position of leadership is junior partner. At junior partner, you're gonna make more overrides than regionals make in the industry. You're gonna go from 62% to 73%. When you do the math, it's almost a 20% override on the actual dollar amount of the commission of the solar advisor. So say your solar advisor just had a $7,000 install, you're gonna make almost a $1,400 override as junior partner. Now, if that's your install, then you also get overrides on all your own personal production as well. So you went from 62% to 73%, you'll get 73% on all your own deals, and of course, an 11% override on all your solar advisors that are at 62%. Now, how do you hit junior partner? Okay, it won't always be this easy, but right now we're still a young company. We're promoting 5, 6, 7 junior partners a month. They're promoting themselves. As soon as they do the numbers, doesn't matter if the person who brought them in the company likes them or not, they get the promotion. You only need 3 active solar advisors to hit junior partner and 40 total install points in 2 months. Everything we do is on a rolling 2-month average. So in 60 days, can you do 40 install points? It's only 10 self-gens, that would be 20 points, or 40 marketing leads, that would be 40 points, or a hybrid of the two, a combination of the two. So that's junior partner. The next step is partner. We say partner is owner, dealer, money. Not only do you get an 11% override, but you get bumped up to another 21%. If you do the math, 11 plus 21 is 32. 32 is more than 50% of 62%. You're getting 94% of the entire commissionable stack. Partner really is that owner, dealer, money. You know, in April, I got paid out strictly as partner and my commissions added up to $247,907. So almost $250,000 in commissions, all in overrides, not including any personal production that month. Okay, so what do we need to do to hit partner? You have a total of 5 active solar advisors. Of course, they're also building their business. I'm sure you'll have a much bigger team than that when you get to partner. I know I did. And you guys are doing 140 total install points in a 60-day period. 140 total install points in a 60-day period, whether 50 of them come in 1 month and then 90 the next month or a combination, you will be crowned partner. Now, you do have to make sure that no more than 60% of the points come from one team. There's a 60-40 split there so that whoever you introduce to the opportunity could actually become a solar millionaire before you, right? If they put in all the work, they deserve to get the promotion. You're not gonna bring in one person to Apricot and become a solar millionaire. You could actually do it with 2 though. Build 2 highly effective producing teams, and not only will you hit partner, but when one of them goes partner, you will go executive partner. You cannot become partner without helping somebody go junior partner, so you do give up 11% overrides on one of your teams, but you're at 21%. And then you cannot go executive partner without helping someone go partner. So I had executive partner numbers for a long time. It's only 200 install points in a rolling 60-day period, but I hadn't helped anybody hit partner until Bry came into the company and did it in 6 months. He got the 94%, and and then I became executive partner. Executive partner, you go into profit sharing pools and you now make a small percentage of every single install in the company. It gets very, very exciting. You know, as we march to $1 billion, we will have half a dozen plus executive partners splitting $10 million plus in profit sharing. That is effectively the positions at Apricot. You've got 2 clubs, Pro, M2B, and then you really only have 3 people that ever get paid on an install. The solar advisor, the junior partner, and the partner, which is why we have the highest overrides in the industry. The Redline model has that 7-layer dip that sometimes turns into 8, 9, 10, where you have so many people getting paid on one job, from a solar advisor to an assistant district manager to a district manager to a senior district manager to a regional to a co-regional to a vice president and so on and so forth, that there really isn't that much profit in it for everyone. So here's an example of the commission stack. By the way, this constantly changes. Why do I say that? Well, our CEO, Dave Bengal, and the CEO of Freedom, Brett Bushy, share the same philosophy. You know, the more they scale, the more volume they do, and the better profit margin they get, they actually share it with us. So we just had another baseline reduction. It's super exciting. But on this sheet right here, you can see everything from marketing costs to our average system size in that area for the reps, to the average PPW, price per watt, that our jobs are sold out in the area, and the baseline, the solar advisor commission, that's 62%, the junior partner commission, the 11%, and the partner commission. So as a partner, if you write up a job that installs, you're actually getting the number in green, right? Whether it's on marketing or self-gen, and then you can see where it gets distributed in the profit sharing pools as well. I love this transparency. The newest person at Apricot, even if they're just working on setting appointments, trying to get their 5 self-gens to get on calendar, or going through Apricot Academy, from day one, they know everything. There's no backdoor deals. They know all the numbers from day one. And I love that about our opportunity, you know? Why would you come to Apricot? You would come to Apricot because you have the same opportunity to build a massive business as a 20-year veteran. You would come to Apricot because it's a level playing field, and if you put in the work, you're gonna promote yourself to the top of the company. You're gonna promote yourself to that owner-dealer money. Why would you come to Apricot? Because by the time you burn out, because you're just tired of putting in those 12, 18-hour days, and you wanna spend time with your family or pursue other endeavors and passions and hobbies, you actually have something to show for your hard work. You were able to leverage yourself and build a team and make incredible overrides. Why would you come to Apricot? Because you get to leverage the brand, right? Branding beats sales 7 days out of 7. We've all heard of Amazon. We've all heard of Apple. What kind of money and marketing budget do you think they have? A big one, obviously, right? Show me another solar company right now that's spent over $20 million on marketing just to get guys inside the home, to build a brand. You know, we have a $50 million marketing budget as we march to $1 billion, right? We're taking a different approach to the industry, and you guys can leverage as many of those dollars as you want. I invite you to take a serious look at Apricot, to get on a webinar with whoever recommended this video to you, and to ask the smart questions. You know, dive in. I believe the more you look into Apricot, the more you'll find that this is the perfect fit and an opportunity to take a hold of. Our opportunity also keeps getting better. You know, when I started, it paid 30% less on marketing. There was actually no self-gen side. When I started, overrides were paid out quarterly, not weekly on Fridays when the solar advisor got paid. So we keep improving, we keep growing. I invite you to come march to $1 billion with us. You can be as big of a part of it as you'd like.